Alrighty, guys, we are back with Chapter 7, Love at Stake. Here we go. Another night, another date with Lucian. Lucian has a date, which I'll be hanging around for. Maybe I should dress up just in case I end up somewhere else. I'll wear nothing. Let's see. How do I get out of that? There we go, we'll do that. Not paying no gems to wear something. He's still a vampire after all. I shouldn't give him mixed singles. You look outside your window and watch the last rays of the sun disappear from the sky. Let's get going. 2 hours later, you fidget in the bar stool as at Celeste's and check your watch again. It's been 10 minutes. I've got another 20 to go. Is Lucian going to show up again, like last night? Earlier this evening, he met you in the office for the debrief and barely glancing at his next date's file. Afterwards, I introduced him to his Valkyrie date and hightailed it out of there. She's a gorgeous warrior woman. How can he not fall for her? Lucian's date to go well. I want it to go well because I'm trying to stay away from him as long as I can. It'll be a huge boost for Fated Match's reputation, and that's not even counting Melissa. After so many centuries of living alone, Lucian will finally find his mate. But why does that thought make me feel uneasy? Why am I still waiting here? You play with your empty glass. I know he's dangerous, but every time he teases me, all my concerns go out the window. Well, at least the life or death concerns. The gotta keep my panties on concern are very much still there. What is wrong with you? Good Lord. You check your watch again, only a few minutes have passed. Maybe I should. Let's leave early. Let's do that. Who am I kidding? Lucian's probably having the time of his life right now. Gritting your teeth, you grab your purse and sling it over your shoulder. Leaving so soon? Struggling to hide your guilt, you twist around to see Lucian's smiling face. I was just going to use the restroom. His warm fingers run up the back of your neck, and you tamp down the shiver. Of pleasure accompanying it. Of course. What happened to your date? Not the one. You can't possibly know that so soon. He caresses the back of your neck, gently tugging and playing with your hair. Trust me. Let's see. I'm going to say have a good night. There we go. Date's done. You don't need me anymore here. You shift forward on your stool and glance up at Lucian's meaningfully urging him to move. Instead, Lucian leans down until his face is inches from yours, his eyes intense and hooded. I still have need of your presence. As your heart stutters, Lucian trails his fingers over the curve of your ear. There's a place I want to show you. Will you come? I'm going to say no. Lucian, you're my client. I'm your rep. You can't just go on a date with me after your own falls through. You stare at him suspiciously. Unless you planned this. Lucian shrugs, that infuriating smile on his face. I knew she wasn't the one. Oh, for the love of, this isn't a game. I'm tired of you repeating yourself. Let's say this isn't a game. My career is on the line here, Lucian. I know you have millions and billions of dollars tucked away, but I don't. Vivian will fire me if she realizes you're just stringing all these women along. If I suspect any of these women would be a capable mate, I'd pursue her. But they're not? No. Tell me why this one didn't work out either. Come with me and find out. We'll debrief. I already said no. We can talk. We can go talk about your date, but it'll be on my terms. I'll choose the place. Lucian takes a step back as you hop off your stool. Let's save the gems. They're gonna do it anyway, so why spend the gems, you know? Without glancing back at him, you make your way towards the door. Another place with blaring music, clashing colors, and mediocre refreshments. Hey, I like those kinds of places. But since you're complaining so much, maybe we can go to the park sometime. Or something, I'm sorry. The place I have in mind has one of the best views in the city. You'll enjoy it. That sounds nice. Let's do that. But I'm not game. With his long legs, Lucian easily outstrides you. He reaches the door first and holds it open. My car is waiting. Your mouth gapes open as you spot a black car idling by the curb. Lucian's familiar employee sitting in the driver's seat. You round on the vampire, suddenly furious. You planned this. You knew this date wouldn't last either. Your head starts to ache and you rub your temples. I need another drink. After taking a deep breath, you jab your fingers across Lucian's chest. Fine, we'll go to the place you have in mind. All that, and I went to it anyway. Stomping away, you climb into the car's back seat and ignore the startling look from the driver. In a few seconds, a smirking Lucian glides into the back seat next to you. It better have the best drinks ever. Of course, my darling Amber. And if another word comes out of your arrogant face on the ride there, I'll jump out of the car. Actually, pushing you out sounds like a better idea. Wow. Ignoring Lucian's amused expression, you pointedly stare at your window as the driver pulls away from the curb. Before long, the car stops in front of a gorgeous building on the Upper East Side. Where are we? You'll see. Lucian guides you past the lobby doorman into a stately elevator, and in a moment you step out into the hallway. Why does this seem to be more of like an apartment complex than a rooftop bar? This way. He pulls out a set of keys from his pocket. Okay, here we go. Where the hell are we? Instead of responding, he throws open the door. Of course he would. Of course. Voila. Despite yourself, you find yourself being drawn into the elegant penthouse with its breathtaking view. Of course you do. There's not a single hint of bright color anywhere. So different from my own home. This isn't a bar. Oh, really? You didn't figure that out? No, I keep an apartment in the city for where my position brings me here. It's more convenient than a long drive back to my mansion. I can't believe him. He brought me to his penthouse. I'm so over this. You spy a towering wine cabinet against the wall. Lucian chuckles as you march towards it and browse through his collection. Here. Suddenly he's behind and reaching over, his hard body a hair's breadth from pinning you against the cabinet. He plucks a bottle off the shelf out of your reach. It is expensive. His lips tease your ear and you resist the urge to shiver in his arms. Very fantastic. Picking up a nearby glass, you grab the bottle from Lucian's grasp and brush past him. Another rich chuckle follows you as you perch yourself next to one of the giant windows. A few sips later, you feel the last of your irritation slipping away. The view definitely helps too. Wow. You turn around towards Lucian. You put a lot of work to get me up here. Should I be feeling abducted? If I truly abduct you, Amber, you wouldn't still be vertical. Wow. Your mouth goes dry at the thought, and you look away from Lucian's heated gaze. Then why am I here? What do you want to do here? Business, Amber. We're here on business. Not you. Wow. His full-throated laugh surrounding you once more. His proximity is too close, too intense. You retreat away from Lucian and his windows. I thought we could speak without interruption here. You choose a couch and sink into it. No interruptions, huh? Sure, the privacy is nice. That's a pretty lie. Let's do that. You thought I'd be easy to seduce if you could get me to walking distance of a bed. It's a good idea. It's a good bed. I'm sure it is. My clothes, though, are staying on. His hot gaze runs over you. That still leaves a whole host of possibilities, darling. You take a nervous sip of your drink. You were going to tell me about your date? No, I wasn't. You just need an excuse. Wow, need an excuse. Lucian settles himself beside you with a grin. You're arrogant. Always. I have had centuries of getting my way. And you think you'll get me? Need a reality check? I'll say you need a reality check. We'll do that. It's not a falsehood if it's true. Maybe I'll be the woman to finally put you in your place. And where would that be? He leans closer in, his eyes glistening wickedly. Under you. The searing fantasies that fill your mind are enough to take your breath away. In your own bed alone. Wow. Such a pity. I'm far more fun to play with. Which is exactly the problem. This is a game to you, but it's my life, my job. You're trying to screw up. He reaches out, running a long finger from your elbow to your wrist. Fated match, such a strange place to find a mortal like you. Like me. Not many of your kind exist in my world. Tell me how you stumbled upon the agency, how it became so important to you. Let's refuse. No thanks. He takes your hand, turning it over to his. I know your mother was bitten by a werebanger and turned. But I'd like to hear the rest from you. You raise your eyebrows, taken aback by Lucian's curiosity. Short story, I dropped out of my college to help with my mom. The humans in our small town got suspicious of us, so we moved to the city. Fated match needed a receptionist, and I needed a job. I moved up there since then. His thumbs traced tingling circles over your palm. How remarkable, so determined and strong, my dear Amber. Yes. You pull your hand free of his. And still not sleeping with you. Wow. I'm going to say I'm done talking. Let's do that. You move to stand, but Lucian is faster. He catches you around the waist, tugging you back into his arms. Startled, you fall against him awkwardly and end up strapping his legs. He lifts the glass from your fingers before you can drop it, placing it on the end table to his side. Let me go. You try to wiggle free, but he doesn't budge. Truly. His lips are a breath away from yours. Think of this as research, Amber. You can learn about the species you spend so much time trying to avoid. I already know about you. I make vampire profiles all the time. Really? Your hand squeezes his shoulders tight, and as he drops a light kiss against your neck. Dazzle me. This is like playing with fire. But damn, it feels pretty good to get burned. Wow. You live off blood but can consume some human food if you have to. Okay. Good. He rewards you by pressing again another kiss higher up your neck, and you shiver. What else? Well, no sunlight will do that. No silver either. Crosses and garlic are fine. Very good. Anticipating it this time, you tilt your head back and sigh as he brushes a kiss against your pulse. Well, a stake through the heart kills you. And as it does most things, his next kiss brushes against the corner of your mouth. But that is all very standard information. What am I missing? His hands slide over your thighs, Lucian's voice growing husky and intoxicating. It's far more important to learn how a vampire kisses and how he likes to touch his lovers. How his bite can make you explode with a single touch. You take in a shuddering breath at the hard evidence of his desire for you pressing itself between your legs. This is my only chance to know, and God, I know you don't. He leans forward, his gaze scalding your soul. Well, Amber, we're not going to do it, people. We shouldn't be doing this. Your eyes are glued to the curve of his luscious lips as they curl into a smile. Wouldn't it be so very good to have just a taste? No, it wouldn't, but that's the problem. I think I'll become addicted. Your hands move down on their own, diving into his hair and tilting his head back. And then, leaning forward, you press your mouth onto his. The kiss starts tenderly and slowly. Lucian's holding back the passion you instinctively know he's capable of. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget this. Being in his arms feel like coming home. But I want more. You let yourself go, and soon your tongues and bodies are tangled in a knot of heat and want. His fingers trace the edge of your underwear. Okay, stop. Lucian's eyes meet yours, wild and hungry. Never. Lucian, please. Finally, he takes your face, pulling you down back to his own. I like my name on your lips. No, we can't. You rear back, fighting a battle on two fronts: Lucian's seduction and your body, your rebelling body. On the contrary, I'm more than happy to prove we can. Would it be really so bad to spend one night making the best mistake of my life? We're not hurting anybody else. But then the smiley faces of your co-workers fill your mind. Everyone is counting on me to get this project through. If I buckle now, Lucian will move on and forget me. He'll stop using Faded Match. You grit your teeth. I need to hold him off, keep him interested in Faded Match, while my clothes stay very much on. I can't sleep with you, Lucian. Trust me, darling, I have no intentions of sleep. Wow. Your hands lie flat on his sculpted chest, and you push forward away from him. You know what I mean. The man looking back at you is a far cry from the sophisticated man from earlier. His hair is messy, his clothes mussed, and his eyes are shockingly wild. More vampiric than I've ever seen him. You want me? You can't hide from that now. I'll wave it off. It doesn't change anything. You're still a vampire. I'm going to prove to you, darling, how very little that matters to you before our time is up. You swallow hard. Not tonight, you aren't. His intense gaze studies your face before he inclines his head. Soon. Nope. Climbing off him, you straighten out your dress while Lucian stands up with grace. You're going to run away again, aren't you? Well, yes. He nods, unsurprised by your decision. Before you can snake him, he tugs you back into his arms. Listen to me well, darling. His lips brush against your ear, threatening to drown you again in drugging pleasure. Sooner or later, we'll end up in the bed. And when we do, I promise you, you'll leave with no complaints. Lucian, that's not gonna happen. His smile is knowing as he lets you go. You waste no time snatching up your purse. Lucian walks you to the door, looking unbothered and illegally sexy with his disheveled hair, whatever that means. Until tomorrow, Amber. His gaze feels hot on your back as you head towards the elevator. I wanted my one forbidden taste and got it. Your skin burns in remembrance. But now all I want to do is do it again. Oh, there it is, people. So we survived another chapter of Lucian. We didn't get it on, and we're not going to. We're going to see how long it goes before the game forces it. But there it is. That's chapter 7 of Love at Stake. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give that video a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Have a great day now.